We won the die roll. It's reasonable to not want to go first here, but I think... I think we will. Just in the dark, I think I'm okay still going first. I don't want to get run over by a Mardu deck. This hand is interesting. It can play the Wind Scout, the Banner, and the Kirin, and it can morph the Pine Walkers, so we do keep it. It looks weird because like it doesn't look like we can play Kirin right away. We don't have a white land. And then it's like, well, we can play Wind Scout. And you're like, oh, we can't play Pine Walker, but we actually can because we just morph it. We don't unmorph it immediately, but that's okay. We can wait a little bit until we get the green. And there we go. Perfect. Right on time. Might have almost rather had the white for the Alabaster Kirin, though. I guess it probably doesn't matter. Mardu Banner will get us there almost as fast. Swift Spear was a constructed all-star back in this format. I don't love it in the draft. It's not terrible or anything, but it's just not that good either. Generally ends up hitting for 1 a bunch of times. Not too much more than that. It's pretty rare that you get it to hit for like 2, 3. You have to be very, very deep to get that happening, especially consistently. And it's at odds with a lot of other strategies because like if you want to have a lot of spells, then you're probably not super aggressive, which that's what Swift Spear is trying to be. Not great. That being said, I have played more than my fair share of Swift Spears. I played one even just a couple nights ago. So, you do what you have to do. So I might want to morph the Abomination Gadol or the Pine Walker here. There's a lot of mind games in this format as to when you play your morphs. A lot of people will play their better morph second to try and hide that it was their better morph, but then people kind of started to catch on to that, and they would start targeting the second morph rather than the first morph with their kill spells, so it's all over the format as to how you want to do that. I'm going to lead with the Abomination here because I am kind of in the category that you lead with your worst morph. I also want to just maybe get it in and actually get some value out of it. I love drawing and discarding. Also possibly willing to trade it with this morph. There's nothing that I can think of that they can flip up that would actually have value here. They can have, say, Dragon's Eye Savants, which flips for free. And becomes a 0/6 and they look at our hand. But that doesn't... It means they don't eat this, right? They don't actually kill it. We just kind of bounce. And I'm okay with that. Our deck is a little slower, so I kind of just want to wait and pause here briefly. Jeskai Charm. Oh, creatures I control get lifelink +1/+1. That'll work. Pretty solid. So now I could play Mardu Banner. I couldn't play Alabaster Kirin. I could just play Pine Walker face up. Not unreasonable. Yeah, it seems okay. It's too bad that it still means that we can't play Mardu Banner and the Alabaster Kirin the next turn. I suppose that I could go Mardu Banner, have this face down. I really just want to stop the beats here. So I'm going to play the 5/5. Yeah, I could probably unmorph it for some value and trick them, but if we don't get that to work, it's not great. Like, we don't have the time to do that. We're in a lot of trouble. They have a ton of cards still in their hands, so I'm a bit worried about how much pressure they can put on us. All they need is a couple of lands, and they're off to the races, it seems like. Yep, another morph. Good news is that we've kind of stopped the beats here. Treasure Cruise can't be played yet. It's a little too expensive. I'm going to play the Mardu Banner pre-combat because we do have prowess on this. And I don't want to block with it, so I'm just going to send it in. And hope that our flyers are enough to get there. Or that we draw some gas. Ooh, Herald of Anafenza is a cool card. If you get this down on turn 1, it can be pretty nasty. Ah, Mystica the Hidden Way. So now we're in a race situation that we're losing pretty handily. I'm a fair ways back. Oh, Abomination of Gadol is definitely a better beater than the Alabaster Kieran. So I don't think I mind doing this. Might even attack with this too. I've got to start putting a beat down. If I'm racing against Mystic of the Hidden Way, I have to do something. They're going to chump block. And we'll cast this. If they don't have another untapped land, then they can't unmorph this. Well, there we go. So I took a risk. Did you just kill it? I was honestly expecting an attack here from the Morph and the Mystic, because I can't realistically block it. Ooh, Mardu Rough Rider. That card's really solid. Make a creature unable to block. So Pine Walker is not going to be able to block almost for sure. Abomination can stay back. This is really bad. This is really bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only have 1 mana if I play Treasure Cruise. Guess I can dig a little bit deeper if I attack the Abomination, but it also means that like we're chumping with Jeskai Wind Scout, probably taking a ton of damage. I feel like this is going to be the Efreet Weapon Master, which is the 4/3 first striker that gives another creature +3/+0 when it flips up. I gotta make some magic happen somehow. Opponent asking me if I'm the guy that's on Twitch all the time, or used to be. I am in fact that guy on Twitch all the time. I'll let them know in just a moment. Just trying to figure out what I want to do here. Well, definitely discarding the island, because Plains will let us crack the Mardu banner eventually. Not a big problem for us yet, but might be in the future. I need to draw... Well, this sucks. Not happy with where we're at all. Feel like I have to play the Alabaster Kieran just to try and stay alive. Alright, I'm going to do that. And let's pass. Yeah. I am in... Well, I wish they weren't beating me, though. Because that is horrible. Also exiles everything from my graveyard, so I get super screwed. Ouch. Take 9. Yeah, we're just dead here. I can gain a little bit of life back, but I can't do enough. Too bad. Yeah, Burn Away is a very good card. I shouldn't even show this, actually. I don't want to. Probably a good idea not to. Like, we don't want to let them know that we have the Treasure Cruise. Wow, we were not drawing anything anyways. Mardu Rough Rider is a great card. I do have the throttle for it already. Still like the dead drop. Another problem with a 5-color deck, there are a few. I do think that the deck is pretty reasonable. This is not the best example of it. But another problem with it is that you don't have a lot of sideboard options, because you spend all of your picks either on actual fixing or just filling out your deck. You don't have a lot of spare picks to pick up a lot of sideboard options. I could play the Rite of the Serpent. Certainly not unreasonable. I think I like it just as it is, though. That just makes it even slower. I need things like Monastery Phlox to just block forever. Alright, alright. That's pretty good. Ice Feather Aven gives us a lot of time. And Pine Walker is a wonderful morph. Like, any hand that I have with Pine Walker, I'm very happy with, pretty much. It's a lovely card. And now we have all of our colors. Hoping that we just stop drawing lands now. We're going to draw quite a few, because we are playing 18. It's another one of those minor issues. Let's play the Ice Feather first. I might actually offer the block here. Not this turn, but soon. Oh, they don't even attack. Alright. Good news. I'm gonna throw the flock down. Or I'll attack first. It's pretty unlikely that they actually block. I'll play our own flock. Hold up the blue. Flock is great in this situation. Tough for them to actually get through it. Opponent's really deep in the tank on this one. Swift kick on it. Nice. See, they do get to attack with the Seeker of the Way, which is annoying. But they picked the wrong morph. Because it won't kill it. They deal 4, and I'll take 4. Which is unfortunate. They gain 8 life. I mean, that's pretty gross. Could have been a lot worse, though. I'm gonna put this down as a morph. It's a little bit greedy. I might have wanted to just hold this up, pass for a turn, and then I could hold up this and the Pine Walker. Like, I could morph it and hold up the Ice Feather Aven. Seems like a pretty good idea when they're playing things like Swift Kicks to try and pump through a Seeker of the Way. Being able to bounce it at any point is nice. Just prevent any real nasty shenanigans. Luckily we had that Monastery Flock and they picked the right one. Can't play Mardu Ascendancy or Flying Crane Technique because both of our white and red is on the same land. Can return the Mardu Rough Rider and attack with this. So that's solid. I think that's where we're at. Love to draw like a Mardu Banner or Mountain, Plains, anything like that. Something that would let us play Ascendancy or Flying Crane Technique, or preferably both. Mantis Rider, Flying H Vigilance, sick card. Grimegg, Swiftwing, not as much, but we'll let them get in for 1 point of damage here. Yeah, that's a pretty good attack, actually. Ooh, Heart Piercer. That is a nice one. So we'll attack the Pine Walker. Don't think they block. And then I can just Heart Piercer this down. Could kill the Swiftwing. I think that I'm happier playing the Heart Piercer and killing the Seeker. Swiftwing doesn't get through Ice Feather Aven now. And Monastery Flock just holds back the Mantis Rider, so we're not in that much trouble. Eventually, Flying Crane Technique should be very good. Problem is, we've got to live long enough and get the mana. There's the Rough Rider. There's the mana. And obviously not going to go in on Flying Crane Technique yet. Do I want to attack the Pine Walker is the question. Let's go red, white, black. Send Morse for 5. The thing with Mardu Ascendancy is we can sacrifice it and get creatures +0, +3, which might let our Pine Walker live. Yeah, okay. I'm going to flip it right now. I want to deal the extra damage. Just wish Mantis Rider didn't have Vigilance here. I'd love for them to attack all out with, like, everything. Just try and tap all their creatures. Another Flyer and another Vigilance creature. Really not what I wanted. Weave Fate. So in Mardu Ascendancy, I can attack with everything. Because the 1/1s can get double strike as well. This is instant. So, attack with the team. Flying Crane technique. They block 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Take 6. Just gonna go with the Weave Fate for now. Dismal Backwater. And I like Sidici's Pet face down here. A, it can be a little bit tricky with Pine Walker. B, it's actually more damage, and we care about the damage right now. Another advantage here is that we could attack with everything, let them block first, and then Flying Crane technique, thinking that they actually have good blocks. And the double strike, you know, first strike does a pretty good job. Ooh, creatures you control gain first strike and death touch. Alright then. That is sick. Make it to the flock can't block, probably. Because they want us to block with creatures that matter. Ah, that's really too bad. Because I think I have to block to live here. 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13. Just barely. If they Rough Rider anything but the Monastery Flock, I'm very happy. Very, very, very happy. I just snap block the Rough Rider with the Flock. Throw it away. Try and kill them on the backswing. Oh. Ooh, they targeted that. Okay. So can I kill them on the backswing then? Can I kill them on the backswing? They have those as blockers. Block our 2 biggest creatures. Deal into... So we'll have 4 extra creatures. That's 8. Plus another 8. Oh, it's so close. Might get them to not block that, though, if I don't Flying Crane technique right away. Alright. Oh, definitely a blocking Flock here. Taking the rest and going for the kill. Because I don't really have another choice. Down to 4. We have 1 turn. Krumar Bonkin. It's not going to help us right now. But, hey, let's attack and see what we can do. All they have to do is block one thing wrong. They just don't block Pine Walker. And they gotta figure that we don't have it. This is probably just a desperation move just before I concede. I'm gonna try and play it that way anyways. Maybe they double block the Pine Walker. Alright, there we go. No, 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 no. Okay. Whew. Whew. Come on, lock it in. Lock it in, please. Yes! Alright, we got him. Hooked him. And hooked. Yes! Oh, so good. Whee! Ha ha! Ah, that was a close game. Whew! Very close call. Our opponent laughed. They just said haha. Whew. Alrighty then. Don't think I have good sideboarding still. Ankle Shanker is very scary. Card is nasty when you're able to keep attacking. Could possibly play something like Molting Snakeskin. I know the card looks really awkward, but it does mean that we can just regenerate something forever. Rough Rider and Ankle Shanker. All those Mardu cards. Those are the cards I'm having problems with. Wish we had more removal. Could have got that Mardu Charm one of those times. But then I'd also be... And the deck would be very different. Because I would be less fixing, which means that I've had to take more fixing later. It just kind of goes all over the place. We can argue this forever. It's hard to go back right now and say what we should have picked differently. If I review the tape, then maybe we can get a little bit more insight. And I'm sure that the people that are watching have a better idea. Because you guys can go back and review it a little bit better than I can. Hindsight's always 20/20 as well. Alright, I'm just going to send it back. Hope that we draw real well just like we did that time. Flying Crane Technique is a pretty great card. Got lucky on the block. Won't get that lucky twice because they'll know what's up this time. I will keep. Pretty reasonable hand. For a 5-color deck, this is the kind of hand that you want to keep. Got a lot of powerful cards and a lot of fixing. We should draw a lot more land. Our deck is just jam-packed with lands. We are playing 18. That's all of our colors. Sure. Just don't want them to have something they can block with profitably here. Because I really want to get this Heart Piercer down and kill this probably Mystic in the Hidden Way before they have a chance to unflip it or play a good blocker, so I'm just throwing away the 2/2. Alright, well, guess I'm throwing away the 2/2. Feel like attacking in with it is still probably the right thing to do, because Heart Piercer can just eat them. Well, not eat it, but it'll mean that I can trade with the High Spire Mantis. No blocks, so I'm going to Heart Pierce and kill the Morph then. I still want to actually maximize my mana. It was Ponyback Brigade. Yeah. They seem like they have a really good Mardu deck. I'm not sure what they're splashing all the blue for. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, Heart Piercer, I wish I had still. So this is an indestructible haste. 7/2 that attacks each turn. And it's indestructible on their turn, not on ours, which is why I wish that I had a Heart Piercer still in hand. Whenever I block it as well, it'll get larger and larger. Not the best situation for us, as you can imagine. Guess I'm just taking it for now. Abomination Gadol would be nice, but I can't play that yet. I could just play the Pine Walker, try and race. Oh. This is what is known as bad news. Okay. We're gonna have to start chumping. So I want to have the most damage possible. Play Wooly. Attack the Heart Piercer. Trade here. Play Abomination next turn. Chump this on the Zergo. Maybe just draw Throttle and be lucky. Drawing Throttle would be very nice. Very lucky and very nice. Snap Chump, I have to. I can't go to 1. Trumpet Blast. Ooh, God. Alright. still dead in the air next turn. Which means Abomination is a pretty good card for us to have right now. This is a sick draw from our opponent. They've got a lot of good cards. I mean, a couple on-color rares / mythics, which is pretty nice. I'd really like to have seen their draft to know why they went blue. So, Abomination blocks there. As long as they don't have burn away. They just said GG's. Don't do that. Well, I mean, it's a pet peeve of mine. Game's not over yet. Generally, I like waiting until the game is actually over. I think that we need to keep pressure up. If they have something here, they have it. There's nothing I can do about it, and they know it. Has been very good games, though. I will totally agree. If I draw another Morph, I have 2 more chump blockers for the Zergo. If I get a Throttle specifically, I'm in an okay shape. Yeah, okay. They had Swift Kick, sure. GG's then. So we can try and go straight for the Morphs. Just play the Dismal Backwater to play these on curve. Or I can play Highland Game or Icefeather Aven now. Like an unmorphed 2/2 flyer is actually a ton of pressure. So it might not be a bad idea. Just go right to the aggression.